Things we need are oven mitts because it's hot work. We need a silicone mat or baking paper if you've got that to cook the bread on. You need something to score with, be it a knife or a razor blade. This is a handy extra just to spread your flour and sift it through. And we need our bread, of course. Your Dutch oven should be preheated in the oven for at least an hour. And this is when we will pop our bread in on our silicone mat or our baking paper. Once it's flipped, you need to take off your covering. I would normally use a tea towel, but I had ran out for this particular loaf. I would then sift a little bit of flour on top to make sure we collect all the moisture on top of the bread, give it the best chance to rise. After you've done that, give it an even coat. Use your sharp object to put a score in your bread. The score should be at least 1 centimetre deep. And if you feel fancy, you can pop some artwork on there, but you don't have to do that. That's more of an optional extra. As long as there's a slit, this allows it to rise. Once I put it in the Dutch oven, I add 2 cubes of ice on either side. This allows the Dutch oven to create steam with the lid on, and this helps with the rising process as well. Pop that in the oven. First round in the oven is on 250 degrees fan forced, or as hot as your oven will go, and it will stay in there for 25 minutes with the lid on. Once your 25 minutes is up, you will take the bread out of the oven and you are taking the lid off. Now, your bread will have done most of its rising in this time. So now we need to pop it back into the oven without a lid on. This is for another 25 minutes, but we're actually going to turn the temperature down to 220. This allows us to make sure that we don't burn the bread. But again, that's personal preference as well. So that's another 25 minutes at 220 degrees, lid off. Once your 25 minutes is up, take a peek at your bread and make sure that the crust is to your liking. To me, this is perfect, a nice dark crust. And now to let it cool. As hard as it may be, you will need to wait for your bread to cool down before cutting into it, as it's still cooking while it cools. So once it is lukewarm or cool to the touch, go for it.